the bearded ladies, raise your hands!
Hi everyone, and welcome to this new interview, and I'm very fortunate to be here today with the Beards, who are here all the way from Australia in Groningen, the Netherlands. So guys, thank you so much for taking the time today. As you can see, I am very excited to get to see you.
Thank you for having a beard, by the way, too. It's always nice when an interviewer has a beard.
Makes a lot of easier.
Really
Can I touch yours as well?
Please, yeah. You don't even have to ask.
It is very nice.
I know, yeah.
I like it.
I grew it myself.
I do. I love it.
I'm going to touch it. Yeah.
That's a good beard.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
good beard. Yeah.
Oh, no, thank you. Hey, I'm just happy to be here.
John, no, thank you, man. Can I?
Oh, hey.
Love it, really. Thank you.
Well, now that the formalities are out of the way, what would you like to ask us?
I think that we should start with something serious. We should just get it out of the way. Growing a beard, is it a good decision, the best decision, or the bestest decision?
I'd probably lean towards bestest decision.
Yeah.
That's like a superlative.
I like that it's not really a word, which makes it seem more important.
It is.
But I know very little about words. I just know things about beards.
But I mean, how else can you really get to define something as important as a beard unless you actually have to create a word for it?
Well, let's see. It's very hard to describe how good a beard is.
I agree.
As you would know. So yeah, making up words is probably good. I think my beard is really annoying.
It is. I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
It is penongonong indeed.
If you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
Good. Yeah, you would. Got a beard.
Of course, and that's the important thing.
Yeah.
But we get the beards out of the way, but what about mustaches? What is your opinion of mustaches? Because it always seems to me that they are like a beard wannabe, somebody who failed to commit enough to grow a beard.
Yeah, that's very close to how we feel. We actually loathe moustaches.
As you should.
And we loathe the people who wear them as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about a standalone moustache here. Obviously, if the moustache is part of a beard, that's fine. But
It is. I mean, plus with a beard, you never look like a pedophile, but with a mustache, you absolutely do.
Absolutely, yeah, and I'm pretty sure that is a common trait of moustache wearers.
If you wear
as well as being like murderers,
Yeah, mustache, big glasses. The guy probably owns a windowless van or some
Actually,
shit.
funny you say that. When I was a kid, I knew a guy with a moustache, and now he's dead.
There you go.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that it's the reason, but it does make you think.
Yeah.
makes me think.
It makes us all think.
It makes me think the beards are great.
Yes.
Can we hug?
Yeah, let's hug. Wow, this
Thank
guy.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You have a really nice beard too, and really like it. You started almost 10 years ago, and it was pretty much just a one-off thing, and then you realized that the beard gospel, for lack of a better word, really caught on in Australia, and now the whole world. You're touring Europe. I'm pretty sure that you're going to be headlining some of the major festivals next year. I'm hearing a lot of buzz about it. So I thought, at what point did you realize that the message of the beards was going to be as important and as long-lasting as it has been?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think we knew straight away that we were onto something special. Yes, we did intend to just do the one gig, but it pretty soon became very apparent that there was a huge public demand for songs about beards, and we realized that we had no choice but to, provide a very sorely needed outlet for the bearded man to be uplifted and championed, and that was very much missing back then when we started in 2005. It was a beardless time.
It was.
They were dark days. Fortunately, we came to exist, and now there's a lot of beards around.
There are.
Because of us.
I think that even if you didn't want to do it, you had to do it.
We pretty much had to do it. We pretty much, from day one, we followed what our beards have told us to do. We listen very closely to our beards, and we really we allow ourselves to be guided by our own facial hair, and so far it's been nothing but excellent.
What is your beard telling you now?
My beard is telling me to give you another hug.
I agree. Thank you.
Great.
Can you hug me?
Oh, yeah. How about you ask?
Thanks, man.
I love the amount of hugging that's going on in this.
I know it is. It is very nice. You don't see as many hugs in interviews as there should be, I think.
Well, that's because there's not normally as much beard in interviews as there is now.
I know.
You know.
I agree.
More beards equals more bearded hugs, as we found. It's one of the many advantages of having a beard.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's get it out of the way. Even though I'm straight, I have to admit that I do think that all of you are quite sexy. I mean, it's part of the things that I think come with a beard. I feel a bit confused right now, sitting among all of you, and I mean, I don't want to make any of you uncomfortable, but yeah, I mean, you're quite good looking, quite sexy. You're welcome.
Yeah. No.
So I mean, it does make you think of the hugs now in a completely different way that you were looking at it before, but it's cool. But the question is, once you realize that a beard does make you as sexy as it does, how do you manage to keep women away from you? I mean, how do you manage to have, for instance, a committed relationship with only one woman when all the women want you?
Yeah, look,
and even some men, clearly.
Well, no, pretty much everybody I've ever met has desired me, or more so desired my beard, which is fair enough. So yeah, look, it's a constant battle, you know. We can't walk down the street without women literally throwing themselves at us, like as they strip off their clothes.
I thought it was just me.
Yeah, no, it's not just.
It's good
you.
to. It's not just happening to me. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So look, you know, it's hard. It's hard, but this is, you know, with great beardiness comes a responsibility, and you know, you've just got to really kind of be true to yourself and your beard and stay strong.
Absolutely.
But it's not easy. No.
What about you?
We are very good looking.
You are. What about you? How do you manage to keep all this? I mean, you're basically alter. I think that you might the power of your beard might even get to alter the menstrual cycle of women around you, and they immediately start ovulating as soon as they see you. And I completely understand why that would happen. It has happened to me. I have hugged women and they get pregnant immediately. So
very virile, man. Yeah.
Very virile. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to me, I'm pretty unobservant. I'm just really focused on beards, really, and I'm not really aware of people without beards around me. I don't really even see them. I'm kind of just focused on people with beards. So if there's a person who is female and is talking to me and they don't have a beard on their face, I really just don't even notice that they're there. I'm pretty much just beard orientated myself.
I agree. Yeah. Since have you considered having sex with a bearded man? There has been a worrying lack of artistic nudity in your videos. We have received thousands of emails asking when we're gonna see more nudity in your music videos.
Yeah.
So when?
Yeah, look, I'm worried that the nudity takes away from the beard. You know, again, we just need it to be focused back on the beard. Obviously, we're incredibly sexy men.
You are.
But let's try and, you know, my face is up here, you know, ladies. So let's try and keep things beard focused rather than penis focused, please. That's just my 2 cents.
What about you?
Well, I guess
because we did not, we only saw you naked in having sex with a bearded man, but neither of you got naked.
I very much agree with what Johan said. I think it should remain very beard focused, but hey, I'm not ruling out doing that when we sink to rock bottom at some point.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, great. Because I know that quite a lot of people are constantly Googling for if there are any leaked nudes or sex tapes or anything from the beards that they might, well, let's be honest, pleasure themselves too. I mean, there is a lot of demand for this.
There actually is I believe there might be a sex tape online of me having sex with a bearded lady, but I don't know if it's out there or not.
Again, you were so focused on beards at the time, you didn't notice me filming it.
Yeah,
you know, it's.
It was him.
It might have been.
There's some footage out there. I don't know where it is. It's not important.
The important thing is beards.
Beards.
I think we can all agree on that.
Absolutely. Your last album is called The Beard Album, which I think is a great name because it shows the commitment that you have to beard, something that maybe people had missed in your previous releases.
Yes.
But why did you decide to show this commitment now and not in your original beard-related albums?
I think the key reason for this album being the Beard Album is that we finally felt that it was beardy enough to carry that title. And obviously we've made it extra beardy by putting an actual beard on the front cover of the album.
I love that, by the way.
Yeah, no, it was something that we've always wanted to do. But with the previous 3 albums, we sort of felt, yeah, they're pretty about beards, but do they really, really capture how we feel about beards? We felt not quite. Now we feel, yes, we've released the ultimate beard-related album, I think. Until the next album. That'll be even beardier.
How can you go even beardier than the Beard Album?
Oh, it's easy, because your beards are longer because our beards will be longer when that time comes, and therefore we'll have more purely beard-related, just concentrated beard-themed songs.
But in terms of the album name, how do you go? You could go The Longer Beard Album?
Or you could just capitalize it.
Look,
Beard album.
Look, I think that
Perhaps an exclamation point.
There was a noticeable lack of exclamation points in that cover, and I think that you might be onto something there. You might also put longer beards in the cover of the album.
Ultimately, our beards will guide us. I'm not too concerned about how we make it more bearded. I just know that we will, because I have faith in my own beard. Yeah.
I mean, I've heard a lot of rumors that the hair that is actually on the cover of the Beard Album is not actually from any of your beards. Is that true?
Oh, no, it's definitely not from our beards.
Oh,
we
God.
would never do such a thing as trim butter hair from our face. But it is from real beards. It's made from real beards. But we made sure that no bearded people were harmed during the creation of the Beard Album. And
I think many people were scared of that.
we sourced all of our facial hair from dead people.
Good.
So don't worry about it.
Okay,
Don't worry
perfect.
about it.
Because I think that if you're anything like me, you often stay awake at night and think, what if something happens to my beard? This morning, for instance, I was getting an insurance, and the first question I ask is, does it cover my beard? Is there a deductible for my beard? How do you manage to deal with the fear associated with losing your beard?
Well, having a beard just makes me so confident that I just don't have any concerns whatsoever about anything. I'm really sure that my beard will protect itself and protect me. I may be completely wrong.
Yeah, but to be fair, you're not even concerned about your own personal well-being or safety.
No, I'm really not. I'm just a bearded guy and purely bearded, and I don't worry about anything else.
But is it because you feel protected by your beard?
I think it is, yeah, and it's hard to say why, but just having a beard this good just really fills me with a complete sense of security in that everything will be fine because I've got a great beard.
You do. Can I touch it again?
Please.
It is very good.
I, on the other hand, am plagued by constant night terrors of the very prospect of losing my beard. And I get very little sleep as a result of them.
I understand. I can absolutely understand that. How do you deal when you have a significant other that wants you to shave?
I have no such significant others. Anyone who makes such a request of mine is automatically removed from my life, and then I'll make it my business to ruin that person's reputation and livelihood by any means necessary.
But you are quite the extremist.
Oh, I'm dangerously extreme on this. I'm very hardline, but that's just me.
But nobody ever tells me to shave, so I dumped her.
Speaking about extremists, I was checking your Facebook page and you mentioned the story of a kid. I don't remember if it was in Australia or not, that got bullied because somebody thought that because he had a long beard, he probably was a member of ISIS or something like
in
that.
Brisbane. Yeah, on the Gold Coast, I think. Yeah, most unfortunate incident.
But in addition to people thinking that you belong to some sort of extremist terrorist organization and probably getting a lot of random searches at airports, what other problems do you have as a result of having a very long beard?
Pretty much no problems, really. But again, I'm so consumed with a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. I probably just don't notice the many and varied problems that exist within my own life.
Australia is known for quite dangerous critters, so have you ever encountered any of them trying to make a nest in your beard? Because I would be afraid of that in Australia.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't stop that from happening. I feel like my beard is a very multi-purpose tool, and if a group of, say, redback spiders feel that it's the right place to nest in, who am I to argue?
Correct.
Yeah.
What about you?
He often does have quite a few redback spiders in his beard, which terrifies me, and I'm quite scared of spiders, so I'm kind of the opposite.
Does that make being in a tour bus much more scary for you?
No, there's no redback spiders over here.
Oh,
in Europe.
so they had to
fine.
clean him. But I mean,
He was quarantined on the way out.
Okay, great.
They had to exterminate all the spiders.
So quarantining is a problem when you're traveling with such a long beard.
Only if you let spiders nest in the beard. If you don't do that, you're fine.
I mean, I think that he's trying to tell you to stop letting the fucking spiders
Yeah.
nest in your
Yeah,
beard.
but, he's
I'm
like,
glad that we're able to get this out of the way. but
realistically, with a beard like this, no one's going to tell me what to do.
I
So,
di-
Not going to argue with that.
yeah.
It is true.
I'm sure we'll just continue on our merry way and nothing will go wrong.
Lately, beards have become fashionable again, but I think that a criticism can be made against those people who manage to grow a beard, but they're only doing it because it's fashionable, not because they really have a commitment towards beards.
There are no bad reasons to grow a beard, and there are no good reasons to shave off a beard. So really, so long as the people who grow a beard because it's fashionable never shave the beard off, then I've got no problem with them. If, however, they just grow it for like 2 months or something and then they decide, oh, it's not as cool to have a beard anymore and shave it off, then I have an immense amount of problems with that person.
I'm pretty sure that does not happen though.
Once you grow a beard, you realize how great it is.
I think people are, people are trying to claim, mainly I would imagine the big shaving corporations, trying to claim that this is just a trend and a fad. I don't think it is. I don't think anyone's going to shave their beard off when it's not cool. I don't think it will ever be uncool. I think we'll just keep getting beardier and beardier, and this is more like the next step in human evolution rather than a trend.
It's like progress. It's
Yeah,
like
it's like
getting
progress.
it's like gaining medicine or the internet.
Yeah.
You're not going to go backwards from that step.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like
they're
where,
good things to have.
it's-
Beards.
It's like X-Men, but beards.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
they've evolved now. They have really good beards.
It's like
I mean, I don't think it's like the X-Men. I think it's not just similar, it's really like that. I mean, our power is our beard.
Yeah. And who knows what powers the beards will bestow upon themselves as we move forward, as beards continue to evolve.
Because you do feel more powerful the longer you have your beard.
Definitely.
Oh, you don't just feel more powerful; you literally become more powerful. In my experience, anyway.
Yeah.
I
Nathaniel
mean-
Beard here can lift 2 bricks.
That's right. And I
2.
used to only be able to lift 1 before
Yeah.
I grew a beard.
Think about that.
But there is another thing, because also your musical abilities increase dramatically from your first album towards now, and so has the length of your beards.
Yes.
And our albums, they've
And-
also gotten longer.
They have.
No, that's definitely not a coincidence. We when we started, we weren't even a band really. We were just some guys with beards,
And sticks.
And
We had
some
beards and some
sticks.
sticks.
and we just kind of sit around banging sticks and yelling the word beard. Then as the beards grew, suddenly we found that we could just instantly play instruments.
Yeah, like better sticks with like strings and like guitar sticks.
Yeah,
Guitars.
guitar sticks.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Yeah. And then we found we could write songs really, really well. Use all the notes and chords that we suddenly knew about because of our beards.
You never had to take any lessons, just grow a beard.
Nah, just grow a beard, mate. Don't even worry about it.
That's
Beards.
awesome. That's awesome. And finally, what do you think would be the right punishment for people who force their children to shave when they reach the teenage years?
Well, it's easy to say death, but I feel like maybe that's a bit too much of an easy way out for people that are forcing. I mean, there's no, it's the lowest of the low to force shaving on someone else, surely.
I mean, we're in the Netherlands, and this is the seat of the International Criminal Court, and I dream of a day in which all of these people will be paraded there and hang from their necks.
Yeah, well, hang for the next, but slowly. And they should be having to look bearded people in the eye while they die or something. I don't know. I'll have to give this a bit more thought, but it's got to be gruesome.
But there has to be a punishment.
Oh yeah, no, just
My knee-jerk reaction is that what Johan just described would be pretty appropriate.
I mean, it's good to know that more people are slowly coming out and telling people that we are not going to let that injustice keep happening.
that's right.
That we
That's
have to
right.
put an end to it, and if whatever needs to be done, I think we should start looking for signatures or something.
The end will justify the means.
Absolutely. We have a very Machiavellian approach towards beard care, and I
Yeah.
think that is the only right way to do it.
Well, it's the beard way.
What are your final message for your fans and for those people who are still doubting about whether or not they should grow a beard?
Yeah. Well, the message is grow a beard. And if you have any doubts about beards, come and see us play. We're a band.
Oh, yeah, we're a band.
We're a band. You can listen to one of our 4 beard-related albums, or you can come see us play live, because we're just great. Beards.
What is the name of your band again?
The Beards. We have beards. We're pro-beard as well.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
we take a very stern pro-beard stance.
Yeah.
I thought that some of that could have been missed during the interview, so it's good that we got it out of the way immediately, just to be sure. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate that you took the time to do this interview, and I'm really looking forward to the show. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you, man.
Okay, we can hug again. I haven't hugged you. Come here, man. Thanks, man. This feels good. Should we just pile up?
Yeah, it's
Let's just pile up. Come on, let's do it.
you don't want
Come on, man.
Oh, hey, Joe.
Oh, hi, Dave.
You know, you did a good job in there today, man.
Thanks. Thanks, man.
Now, I don't want to sound like a queer or nothing, but I'd kind of like to make love to you tonight.